So catch all the updates on the happenings around the globe. Stay focused on the fact today. Only on ATN.
This is ATN Global News at 9. First, the headlines. Police takes over Rivers Local Government Area Council Secretariats. Lagos government warns of highly contagious cholera strain. Tinubu mounts Chief Oluremi Atanda. Modular refineries back Dangote on crude supply. Putin to make friendly visits to North Korea. Idris drags Adeboye others in new song No to consider future after Euro 2024. And now the news in details. Reports from the scene at the local government headquarters in Rivers State shows that police vans have taken over the entrance gates of Port Harcourt City local government area at Bank Road in Port Harcourt, followed by Obiakwa local government area gate at Rumodumaya, Ogubulu local government area, and Ahoda East local government areas. Our ATN correspondent who was monitoring the development says the police could have acted to protect lives and properties following the takeover of Degema local government area secretariat by some youths in the area. On Monday morning, we were seen in a viral video locking up the council headquarters. Recall that June 17, 2024 is the day the tenure of the current local government chairman in Rivers State is expected to elapse, having been voted into office in 2021. There is also a huge security presence in Port Harcourt City local government area and Obiakwa local government to prevent security breaches as at 12:11 p.m. this afternoon. Reports reaching us have it that Asaritoru, Akokutoru and Degema council gates were also locked by the youths, asking the former local government chairman to quit. Group of Southern leaders under the aegis of Citizens Network for Peace and Development of Nigeria has thrown its weight behind the Federal Capital Territory FCT Minister Ezewoye Wike amid the ongoing political crisis in his home state, Rivers. The leaders who rose after a meeting in Abuja on Monday said Wike remained undistracted in his position as FCT Minister, saying he has given free hand to his successor in Rivers, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, to run the state without any interference. They also kicked against pockets of sponsored opposition against the commendable work of the minister in Abuja, saying those who milked the territory dry in the past would rather want the status quo to remain to the detriment of the people. According to them, the appointment of Wike by President Bola Tinubu is one of the best decisions of the current administration, maintaining that the FCT minister has achieved in 9 months what some former ministers couldn't do in 8 years. National coordinator of the Southern Movement, Chief Raphael Okore, also begged Nigerians to remain patient with Tinubu as he tries to fix the economy, restore security, and provide the needed relief to everyone in the country. Group of young people under the eagle of the Ijaw Young Professionals Association have advised Governor Siminalayi Fubara to lead in resolving the political impasse between him and his predecessor, Nyesom Wike. The group at a media briefing in Port Harcourt says despite the actions the former governor is said to have taken, Governor Fubara and the Ijaw people of Rivers State owe him a sense of gratitude for his singular contribution to the emergence of an Ijaw governor in the state. Its president, Abiye Achepeka, said former Governor Wike, who now serves as the FCT minister, would have chosen his successor from another ethnic group. He dispelled insinuations that Wike is anti-Ijaw. He said a man with an anti-Ijaw posture could not have chosen an Ijaw as a deputy governor for 8 years. He said even as Minister of the FCT, Wiki has nominated many Ijaw people for appointment, including Buma Iyaye as the Executive Director of Finance and Administration at NDDC, Alabo George Kelly as the Executive Secretary, Border Communities Development Agency, and Ambassador Maureen Tamuno as the Managing Director of Abuja Investment Company Limited. He said while Governor Fubara's economic blueprint is fantastic, such aspirations can only be achieved when complete peace is achieved in the state. Rights group under the aegis of One Rivers Students Coalition unveiled the inauguration of its National Executive Committee in the state. The inauguration of the excuse, which was outlined with a press briefing, was said to be apt in commemoration of Similaye Fubara's 1 year anniversary as the executive governor of Rivers State, describing the administration as student-inclusive governance. The Director General of One Rivers Coalition (ORC), Engineer Ishmael Ofiribika, said National Union of Rivers State Students is in full support of the current administration, following its sustainable efforts to students' welfare, as well as lauded the efforts on their path for commitment attention.
The governor of Rivers State gave them the mandate to work for him. It's important we lay the right foundation. And so today, we're just reinforcing what has been existing before. It's not a new thing. It was not me that formed the One River Students Coalition. They formed it, they came to us, and the governor endorsed them. And also that he will pay bursary. Remember when you met with him, he promised that all the things that he mentioned that day, he said he would pay bursary. As a student in Rivers State University, then UST, he said that he was paid bursary twice.
The oath of inauguration was administered by the legal advisor, One Rivers Coalition, David Uderge.
Do solemnly swear, affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance.
The press, the DG.
Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. Make sure that the campus structures are formidable. The campus structures are formidable.
While the coordinator, One River Students Coalition and National Association of Nigerian Students, NANSTUN, B South, Comrade Levi Sam Okoro speaks with Atlantic TV News, counting on the governor's historical projects.
We applaud the Governor Fubara for bringing critical stakeholders together to articulate.
Still on the inauguration of the National Executive Committee of One River Students Coalition, the president
within his administration, that was what motivated this coalition.
The legal advisor, One Rivers Coalition, David Uderge, speaks on the inclusiveness of students in the current administration, as well as the benefits identified by the students' community.
We are here because of what the government of Rivers State is doing. We are here to tell the student community that they are part of the government of Siminalayi Fubara Joseph. We are also here to tell the entire world that the government of Rivers State.
Governor Basi Otuyi of Cross River State as chairman of his reconciliation committee. And his appointment was announced early Monday morning in a communique from the South-South Zonal Conference held in Calabar on Sunday. They also made a resolution to bridge any existing gap, foster collaboration, and work towards a common goal of strengthening the party's presence and influence in the region. In the communique, they reaffirmed their unwavering support for the policies and programs of President Bola Tinubu's administration in fostering good governance, economic reform, and access towards winning Edo State during the governorship election to illustrate. Society organization Quebec Women Resource Development Center has called for the domestication of the national gender policy in Akwa State for effective development in the communities and enhanced gender equality and social inclusion. The executive director of Quebec Center, Dr. M.M. Okun, made the call over the weekend in Ikot Ekmene local government area, supported by MacArthur Foundation, and rapper on gender equality and social inclusion. Okon, represented by the communications officer in Semeke Fabian Asanga, regretted that despite the numerous benefits of the NGP since its enactment in 2006 and review in 2021, it still floats at the national level without being domesticated and implemented at the state and local levels in the state. Okon explained that the policy, if implemented, would encourage social inclusion and ensure that women, children, and people with disability are carried along in the scheme of things in the WGP in the states. Major encourage women to prepare themselves mentally, socially, and psychologically to participate actively and serve in any opportunity that comes up. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency said that it destroyed not less than 10,534.78 kilograms of cannabis, also called marijuana, cultivated on 4.213912 hectares of farmland in Edo. NDLEA spokesman, Mr. Femi Babafemi, on Monday in Abuja said that the farm was located at Unhe Forest in Ubia Northeast local government area of the state. Babafemi said that the operatives of the agency who raided the forest on Wednesday, June 12, arrested 4 suspects. He gave the names of the suspects as Frank Ishoku, 38, Clifford Osai, 49, Vanke Timothy, 30, and John Uluwashe, 30, adding that 16 kg of processed cannabis was recovered for the purpose of prosecution. Babafemi added that the operatives of the agency also destroyed 18,425 kilograms of the same psychoactive substance on 7.37 hectares of farmland. Candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC in Edo, Senator Monday Okwewolo has pledged to run an inclusive government when elected in the September 21 governorship election. Okwewolo made this pledge on the sidelines during the flag-off of medical mission by the Niger Delta Development. Gunmen have kidnapped an Anambra State-based priest of the Catholic Church, Reverend Father Christian Ike. Ike was said to have been taken away by the assailants on Sunday along Amagu Junction in Diokpaleke in Ajali community in Orumba North local government area of Anambra State. The reason for the incident is yet to be ascertained, but eyewitnesses in the area said the priest was returning alongside 2 other persons from an early morning mass at St. Michael Catholic Church when the vehicle he was moving in was double-crossed by the assailants. The source said the priest and 2 other persons were returning from St. Michael Catholic Church where they attended morning service. ATN learned that the latest abduction will be the second incident in 2 months, as it would be recalled that another Reverend Father, that weeks later after some undisclosed amount of ransom was paid to his captors. Crisis rocking Ebonyi chapter of the People's Democratic deepened with more bigwigs threatening to dump the party. The party has been in serious crisis, which affected its chances during the 2023 general election. After the election, many chieftains dumped the party for the All Progressives Congress APC. However, as peace was being expected, the National Working Committee of the party appointed caretaker committee to run the affairs of the party. This caused fresh crisis, with many bigwigs expressing anger and threatening to dump the party if the NWC insisted. Usulo, a former governorship aspirant of the party and 3-term former House of Assembly member, expressed disappointment at the continued factionalization of the party. He alleged that the party stakeholders, rather than come together to chart a new way forward for the party after the elections have continued, holders and members are still gearing up to officially defect if the factions on the party do not come together quickly to unite the party. Professor Akin Abayomi, the Lagos State Health Commissioner, has announced that tests have confirmed the recent disease outbreak in the state is due to cholera, and the identified strain is highly aggressive and contagious. Abayomi stated on his social media page on Monday that the identified strain has the potential for widespread dissemination. The cases has peaked and is now declining. ATN gathered that the geographical distribution of suspected cases by local government areas showed that Lagos Island is the epicenter of the outbreak, with 106 cases, followed by Kosofe with 49, Etiosa with 38, Lagos Mainland with 30, Ojo with 70, Ikorodu with 16, Shomolu with 11, Surulere with 9, Apapa with 8, Mushin with 8, Ifako Ijaye with 8, Alimosho with 4, Ajeromi Felodun with 4, Oshodi Isolo with 3, Ikeja with 3, Ibejuleki with 2, Badagry with 2, and Amuwo Dauphin with 1. Abayomi added that 350 suspected cases of cholera were reported in 29 wards across multiple local government areas in Lagos State, with 17 confirmed cases and 15 fatalities attributed to severe dehydration caused by delayed demolish houses occupied by internet fraudsters, popularly known as Yahoo Boys in the state. The State Security Advisor, retired commander, cautioned landlords against giving their houses to Yahoo Boys, pointing out that such structures will also be pulled down. He stated that security agencies and local hunters have been directed to arrest or gun down anyone carrying arms in the forest. The security advisor, while commending the effort of Kogi State Governor Ahmed Osman Ododo in tackling insecurity, called on companies and well-to-do individuals to assist the government by donating to the State Security Trust Fund. ATN gathered that the activities of internet fraudsters in Kogi State have been on the rise, prompting the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to arrest many earlier this year. Nigerian Air Force Operation Hadarin-Daji targeted a criminal group linked to Yusuf Yelu and Rabi Imani in Faskari local government area, Katsina State. Over 100 terrorists were killed and 45 motorcycles destroyed in the nighttime airstrikes. Ibrahim Kaola Mohammed, Chief Press Secretary to Governor Diko Umar Rada of Katsina State, revealed this in a statement. He emphasized that this is the third successful air raid by NAF in the Faskari-Kankara area, disrupting terrorist activity lately. The statement further revealed that early Sunday morning, security forces responded to a distress call about a kidnapping in Jibia local government, Katsina State. A credible police source disclosed that the distress was received around 4:15 a.m. from residents in Kwata area, Jibia local government area. Responding swiftly, a police patrol team led by a superintendent confronted the armed bandits who held 3 women and a 6-month-old baby captive. Consequently, the patrol team blocked the
celebrated by slaughtering animal, usually a sheep, goats, cow, or camel. While praying yesterday, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu urged Nigerians to follow the sacrifice and be good citizens.
They told that the children were when they actually follow the path of sacrifice, being a very good citizen.
They are Muslim faithful by name Usman.
Good day, this is Usman. You are speaking to Usman. Good health that we've been able to see this particular occasion. Yes.
Talking about the economic of Nigeria, but yet we have to eat, we have to celebrate. What has been your experience?
Yes, truly it's telling on us, but the kids that we have to fend for, we have to take them out to feel, it is not their fault that they were born into this country. So as parents, as a father, it's very tight resources.
You are a father who have children. And bountiful harvest. You will know that in some part of Nigeria, most especially the northern part of Nigeria, peace is what we lack that side. How do you think that side looks like when somebody is...
So what I believe most is love and understanding.
Indeed, you have heard from different Muslim faithful who have spoken to us. This Salah celebration of peace is about love. It's about sharing.
Gambo noted that no arrest has been made so far, but security operatives were combing the area in search of the attackers.
Lines across the ocean. to the land beyond the mountains. Through the Sahara, we bring on-the-spot news, live analysis, expert discussions on
This is the Global News on Atlantic Television Network. Now to the rest of our stories. President Bola Tinubu has mourned the death of Chief Oluremi Atanda, former chairman of the Old Oyo State Civil Service Commission. Family, over Bola Tinubu and UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan to lift the ban. He said the resolution was reached during Tinubu's visit to UAE in September 2023. The minister said that the Nigerian government has since completed all processes, paving the way for an imminent announcement when the travel restriction will be lifted. But he emphasized that it is up to the UAE government to make the official announcement. All Africa Students Union has called for urgent action to make education in Africa affordable and accessible for all.
The power sector is something we keep saying it every day, that when you have people in a particular office and the masses are crying every day for poor power supply, and then you see the regulations against that particular sectors, that some certain percentage the state cannot generate power per se, and then they are coming up that they should come up with new model how they can ensure that the masses enjoy a constant power supply. For me, it's a good one. It's a good.
Meanwhile, John Idumange blames state. This indicates that the price of tomatoes and peppers increased by 900% in the period under review. Speaking on the price hike, Jibrin noted that the supply of tomatoes and peppers to Lagos from other states. Minister of Agriculture, Abubakar Kyari, blamed the price hike of tomatoes and its scarcity caused by an infestation of tomato farms known as tomato Ebola or tomato leaf miners. The Tomatoes Growers Association of Nigeria also blamed tomatoes Ebola for hiking the price of the food products. Recall that the National Bureau of Statistics in its latest Consumer Price Index and Inflation Report said food inflation increased to 40.66% and 40.53% respectively. Man Aliko Dangote on the fact that some mafias in the oil sector were bent at stopping in-country refining of crude oil for the production of premium motor spirits, popularly called petrol, and other refined petroleum products. Operators of modular refineries stated that they had raised this concern severally in the past, but received no positive feedback, stressing that the chairman